Hey, what's going on, guys? Kyle, the Kaiju guy here. Got one of my Kaiju shirts on today, and I'm here to do another bi-weekly roundup of collectibles and stuff that I've got. I've got a good variety of things today. I've got a model kit, I've got some comics, a movie, some McFarlane Toys stuff and everything. So, yeah, let's get right into it and show y'all what I've gotten over about the last 2 weeks or so. And as always, a lot of this is not that I just went out and got them. They are pre-orders that were made weeks, sometimes months ago, that are just now coming in and all of that. And yeah, because, you know, as I like to say, I'm a grown man with grown man money and I make very poor financial decisions. So let's jump into it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about the McFarlane Toys that I have. So yeah, I found this at one of my local Walmarts. This is a very highly sought after McFarlane Platinum Edition of Power Girl. Like, there's that cover right there. But yeah, so you know, you can see all the accessories that she has with her there. So yeah, you know, like this is going for a pretty high price on eBay, because you just have resellers at this point have gotten to where they're so infuriating, because they immediately scoop things like this up and then just skyrocket the price up to like $80-$90 or whatever. And it's like, come on, man. Like, you know, like a lot of times these resellers are really taking the fun out of collecting. So I did not know if I was going to be able to get my hands on one of these. I've only found the one. I was very happy to get it. So yeah, happy to have it to be part of my collection. But not only did I get that, I got the Platinum Edition for Captain Cold. Captain Cold is my favorite member of Flash's Rogue Gallery. He's one of my favorite villains of all time. I really liked this figure. Pretty much the only difference between this one, the Platinum Edition, and just the regular one is that this one, you know, his face is blue, whereas in the regular one it's not. I haven't found the regular one, and whenever I do, I would like to add it to my collection as well. So yeah, I was very happy to have gotten both of them. But then on eBay, you know, I had saw a Deathstroke lot, because Deathstroke is one of my favorite characters of all time. And so I saw a Deathstroke lot that I paid for and got this right here. This is a very rare, sought after figure in the McFarlane Toys line. This is Deathstroke from Arkham Origins. Now, I know a lot of people did not care for Arkham Origins. I personally really enjoyed Arkham Origins. Of course, I'm not super picky whenever it comes to a lot of my video games. So, you know, I liked it. I don't care what anybody says. I liked it. And this design for Deathstroke is one of my favorite designs for Deathstroke. Take a good look at the figure there. I just really like the look of the Arkham Origins Deathstroke. But I actually already had this figure, and the reason I got the lot is because it was very reasonably priced. The person who sold it either didn't know what he had his hands on, or he was very much just, I'm not concerned with skyrocketing the price of this stuff just because some certain individuals want to inflate the prices of things. So like, I got this, like, this was just an added bonus because, like I said, I've already got this. He's well, he's right there. I don't know if you guys can see him or not, but he's right there in my McFarlane Toys wall. So yeah, I've got another one of them, but I got him because I really wanted these next two. So yeah, we have Deathstroke right here from DC Rebirth. Now, like, see, and this is just the nitpicky part of me that gets it. This is Deathstroke from Rebirth, okay? Rebirth, whenever they were doing. However, the picture that's used here, as well as the card that's in the back, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's back there behind the figure. That is from issue number 1 of Tony S. Daniels' run on Deathstroke that was done during the New 52, not DC Rebirth. So that's just a little nitpicky thing that I have. But yeah, again, I love Deathstroke. He's one of my all-time favorite characters. And so I got that with the lot, but then also got this right here. So I saw this one in Target a while back and I passed up on it. I can't remember why. I think it was like, oh, I'll come back for it eventually like thing, and then whenever I went back, it was gone. And so I've been kicking myself ever since. And so yeah, I'm very happy that I finally was able to get my hands on this one. So yeah, always happy to add Deathstroke stuff to my ever growing collection and everything. So yeah, here they are right here, all three by McFarlane Toys. Super happy to get those. And so that's all I've got to show you guys on McFarlane Toys. Let's move on to some other stuff. Okay, so I got a movie that I was very excited to see, a movie that I really enjoyed upon watching it, and that is the limited edition steelbook to Nosferatu, the new Nosferatu that came out in 2024, starring Bill Skarsgård. I absolutely loved this movie. The original Nosferatu holds a very special place in my heart. The original Nosferatu is my favorite vampire film, and it has been ever since I first saw it a number of years ago. Count Orlok is one of the most iconic movie monsters of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, like, I'm not going to get into the whole history and story behind, like, Nosferatu, but, you know, we might, whenever I do an episode of those podcast guys, me and Ian might really jump into and do, like, a Nosferatu centered episode. But yeah, I was very happy to get this. Again, limited edition steelbook. This comes with the extended cut as well as the theatrical cut. I don't know, like, what all is with the extended cut. I haven't watched this yet because it's still in its, you know, and I have a thing for steel books, and so that's why I have the steel book. But yeah, I was happy to get that. That goes with my Nosferatu collection that I have. Here is the original Nosferatu on Blu-ray. Here is the 70s Nosferatu on Blu-ray, and you know, I have a number of like Nosferatu collectibles. This is from Super 7. Count Orlok right there is one of my, you know, that I really enjoy that figure. And then of course NECA also did one, which, you know, there he is right there. And then I have a few other Count Orlok stuff over there, but I just wanted to showcase these two because I like them. But yeah, so I was very happy to have that come in and go with my Nosferatu collection that I have. So all right, let's move on to the next thing. Comic books. You know, we just did on those podcast guys an episode that was themed on the Fantastic Four because of the upcoming Fantastic Four film. I found this on Amazon. This is Fantastic Four Full Circle, done by Alex Ross, my favorite comic artist of all time. I've never read this. I was browsing on Amazon, saw that it was on sale for like, it was like $14 or something like that. So yeah, hardcover. I prefer to have hardcovers with my my comics. So just books in general, I prefer to have hardcovers. And so yeah, couldn't pass this up. So yeah, got it. Looking forward to reading it. I'll let you guys know what I think upon reading it. Okay, so yeah, I'm also a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. You guys know I'd gotten a Dark Magician Girl Funko the other day, and then I saw this in Walmart. I got the Magician of Black Chaos. So yeah, like, I like the Magician of Black Chaos. There for a while, I had a deck that was themed on magicians, like, you know, the Dark Magician, Magician of Black Chaos, Dark Magician Girl. Like, I had a full deck that was themed on these guys and all that. And so yeah, there's some of the other figures that you can get in the line. I'm going to be getting her eventually as well. But yeah, so got that to go with my my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Okay, guys, so as you guys can see, like, I'm also a wrestling fan. I am a fan of Cody Rhodes. You know, but before I was a fan of Cody Rhodes, I was a fan of his dad, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So yeah, I found this at Target. This is from the Legends, the Ultimate Edition line that they do, and it's obviously Dusty is a legend and all that, and he comes in with all these really cool accessories and all that, very iconic, you know, wrestling gear that he was in and all that kind of stuff. And then there's that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dusty Rhodes. I've been a fan of Dusty Rhodes pretty much my entire life. And so whenever I was watching wrestling way back in the day, you know, I say way back in the day, like the late 2000s or something like that, whenever Cody started to show up around in WWE and everything, I really paid close attention to him. And then, you know, with all the mess with him leaving WWE and going and doing his own thing in the indie circuit and doing what he did in AEW and then coming back to WWE the way he has, and he is the current champion right now and everything. I'm very, very happy. Is very good for the legacy of the Rhodes family and all that kind of stuff. It's not just Cody and Dusty that I'm a fan of. I also like Dustin. Most people know him as Gold Dust at this point. But yeah, so I was happy to have that added to the collection. Okay, so I got two Gundam things to show off next. First of all, I got the Gundam EX. This is from the Gundam Universe line of figures that I usually find these at Walmart. I've seen them at Target here and there and all of that. But yeah, this is Gundam EX from the Netflix series Requiem for Vengeance. And I really enjoyed that series. Me and my brother have been Gundam fans for a very, very long time. I really, really liked this suit. I'm more like Federation stuff. I like a lot of, when it comes to Gundam, I'm really more into like the Universal Century stuff. And so, yeah, I really, really liked this. He's more into like Zeon. He likes like the Zakus and the Goofs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not concerned with the pronunciation of goof, so don't come at me. But whatever. So I was happy to get this. I don't have a model kit of this yet. I was just very happy to see the action figure and everything, so I got that. But speaking of Gundam and model kits and everything, I went into my local Hobby Lobby the other day and I found one of my favorite suits of all time, Gundam Alex Master Grade. So yeah, I was very, very happy to get this suit. For the longest time, this legitimately was my favorite suit. Pretty much my introduction to the Universal Century stuff was, I was already into Gundam Wing, because Gundam Wing was making its rounds like in the early 2000s and all that. And there was a video game called Journey to Jaburo. And I played that. That was pretty much my introduction to the Universal Century stuff, the original timeline with Amuro and Char and Gramps and all that kind of stuff. And after you beat the game, you're able to play with some other suits in some other missions and everything. Just like, I think they were just one-off missions. The game was for PlayStation 2. It's been a long time since I played it. But anywho, so yeah, Gundam Alex was one of those suits that you were able to play with. And whenever I saw it, I was like, this thing is freaking awesome. It's amazing. And I fell in love with this suit and really, really liked it. And for a long, long time, it was my favorite suit. And it was eventually dethroned by the RX-93 new Gundam that was seen in Char's Counterattack. And now at this point, I also very much just like Gramps, the RX-78 too, more than I like this one. But this one, as far as Gundams go, was still like in my top 5 or something. But yeah, I've already got a high grade. I built it. It's over there with all my other Gundam stuff. But did not have a master grade of it, so I was very happy to get the master grade of this suit. So yeah, let's move on to the last couple of things that I have to talk about. Okay, so these last two things that I have to talk about is from the Ichibansho, I believe that's how you pronounce it, line of figures for kaiju stuff. And so yeah, here is the Odo Island Godzilla from Godzilla -1. Anyone that's been following me for very long at all knows that I was very into Godzilla -1. And so I had to have this. I've got all the other Ichibansho figures that they've already done for Godzilla -1. I've got like just the regular one. There's an Atomic Breath one. There's a golden one for whenever it won the Academy Award. They're coming out with a minus color one. I have it pre-ordered and everything. So, and then I had to get this Odo Island one as well because I loved Godzilla -1 and I was very happy to see this. But the one I'm more excited for is, the kaiju crowd knows, you guys know. I originally started all of this like YouTube and podcasting and all of that kind of stuff because I was a kaiju fan. I got the 1954 Gojira Ichibansho. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of the original Gojira film and everything, and so I was very, very happy to see that they had announced that they were going to be doing one of these, and I got it. I cannot wait to open it. I'm going to do like a more legit unboxing of it. I have unboxings recorded of all the other ones that I've done. I just haven't posted them yet. And I've posted them to my shorts that I've done, like just a little, like on a rotating display or something like that, you know, I've done that. But as far as like posting the actual unboxings, I haven't done them yet. And I've got a number of Godzilla collectibles that's done this, you know, already listed all of the -1 stuff. So now obviously I've got the 1954 Gojira, I've got Godzilla Evolved from Godzilla X Kong, I've got an Atomic Breath version of Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong. I've got a decent amount of them, and so yeah, I will post the unboxings eventually. So, alrighty guys, I guess that pretty much does it for this round of collectibles and everything. I've got some other ones still coming in, you know, like I got the notification today to some of my pre-orders will be delivered today. I have a lot of collectibles, as you guys can see. You know, you can see a few things behind me. You can't see the Godzilla shelf, and you can't see the 2 other Godzilla shelves I have over there, and the King Kong shelf I have next to that. And then I've got another like miscellaneous kaiju shelf. I have a Ninja Turtles shelf. I have a Gundam shelf. Like I've got so much stuff, and I have so much stuff is in boxes and totes and everything else that I just don't have room for to actually put up. So yeah, thank you guys for letting me entertain you and just letting a nerd be a nerd and show off his collectibles that he has and everything. I really appreciate it. Check out the newest episode of those podcast guys that we did, in which we talk about comic books that's not just from Marvel and DC. We talk about a wide variety of comics that's done by like Boom and Dynamite, IDW, Dark Horse, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So check that out if you get the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Very little thing for you to do. It helps me out tremendously. I'd really appreciate it if you would. And all right, guys, we will see y'all in 2 more weeks for the next collectible haul that I'm gonna do. So later.